I got a visitor in the studio today. Hello, Mr. Bullet. What are you doing, dude? What are you doing? More than music. You like my 4th of July outfit over here? My little bucket hat. Red, white, and blue. So we have a saying at church that we talk about pretty frequently that says, you can't outgive God. And what that means is essentially, as you're generous, he is generous back with you. And the more you give, the more you get kind of concept. I couldn't agree more with that. I find it such a true statement. I've seen the results in my life. Me and Jamie live a really, really, really blessed life. But we really intentionally try to bless people. It's such a wild thing when you get blessed in return. And you're about to witness that. I've been texting with Matt, the guy that ran the sound for the concert, back and forth for a couple of, probably like 2 months, 3 months now at this point, because I've been trying to find something that I couldn't figure out if it existed or not, and I didn't know why it did not exist. And essentially what it would be a microphone cable switcher. So what that means is, because I have an audio interface, which is what I plug my microphones into so that I can plug my computer into, essentially, so that, like, because you can't plug your guitar into your computer, it's the little third party, I guess you could say, that in between. And I only have 2 inputs on that, where I could plug 2 things in at once. I wanted to figure out something where I could plug several microphones into one box, and then plug that one box into my audio interface, and then just essentially switch back and forth between which microphone I wanted to send signal. Figured it was a very simple thing. I just couldn't figure out why it didn't exist, or I couldn't find anything. We've been texting back and forth about it because I didn't want to buy, and I couldn't really afford at the moment to buy a whole new multi-plug audio interface, because they get kind of expensive. And we've been texting back and forth, and yesterday he goes, you know what, this is silly at this point. He's like, you know what, why don't you take my 8-input Focusrite Claret, which is like $1,000 piece of audio equipment. It's like $1,000 audio interface, and it's several. Not only is it more inputs than I currently have, 6 more inputs at that. It's also a significantly higher quality version of what I have too. Like, tremendous blessing, which is interesting because as somebody that loves to give, sometimes it's actually hard to receive, and I was trying very graciously to be like, wow, like, thank you, because like sometimes I just don't know what to say, because I'm like, it's sometimes hard to receive gifts. I don't know if anybody else struggles with that, but I don't know, man. But I'm just incredibly grateful. Blessings on blessings. So takeaway is, the more you give, the more you get. Let's take a listen to the most recent mix of the track. Yeah, baby. Wow, it sounds good in the car.
We're coming on a year now. Would have thought that it would hurt less. Am I running out of tears, or is this all part of the process?
And there she is. This is insane. Look at this. So mine just had the 2 up here in the front. I mean, it was significantly smaller. But this has all this going on in the back, man. Look at this. Unbelievable. It's crazy. Man, blessings on blessings. So this track, Gone, is really coming along really well. It'll definitely be done by this week. And that being said, I kind of just want to do 1 or 2 more vocal takes, just to get it, like, just to make sure. I'm happy with how it sounds, so I just kind of want to get 1 or 2 more in. And then I want to fix the drums up. There's a section towards the end where the drums are a little out of time. And lower the guitars. That's on the agenda for today. Okay, think of the snare. It's a little out of time over here. Let's tighten this up a little bit. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, officially sending out Gone for release. Any day now. There it is, baby. So part of me was debating waiting a little bit to release it and pushing it back maybe 1 or 2 weeks, and then potentially pushing it towards Spotify playlists, because when you release something and it's in like a pre-release stage, you can actually pitch it towards Spotify playlists through something called Spotify for Artists, which is where you get all your analytics as a Spotify artist. But to be honest, like, I felt like it would actually hinder me in the sense that like the chances of getting on a Spotify playlist are so slim, in the sense that there's so many people that apply for them. And by me waiting, I feel like it would just stifle my creative process. Like, I have so much content ready to go already for this song. Like, I don't want to like have to hold it all back and then like stockpile working on a new song and then get content for that. It would just kind of be like a content constipation, if that makes sense. And I don't do well with that, because if it gets a little too far behind for me, then I just don't post it. And I'm like, it's just a waste of content. So it's ready, it's done. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. If not, there's always next track.